The way it ends, Eric saves her, they get a moment together, and then boom, she pops up. And where we're at is at the beginning of like a third of the way through the movie, the EMTs, now played by Kronos, is bringing her back to life with oxygen after she was killed by Rogue, and Eric's dead beside her, but she's still alive. So, am I correct in thinking that Rogue is still alive in this other world? Because they still got killed. Eric still died, but Shelley's back alive in the real world again? Like, what the fuck?
So it erases her death, but do the bad guys stay dead?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
by the way,
they rewind time. They take her back to the moment when she died. So this is actually after Rogue's men killed them, but they're able to bring her back. So are all the bad guys back alive again? Like, it's just a really weird way of doing it.
And let's just say they're not. Let's say what it is like we brought us back to that moment where they didn't even fight for their lives. I want to be clear about that. Like, Eric gets his ass kicked, and she's getting suffocated with a plastic bag, and then they suffocate him with a plastic bag. He puts up no fight. He can't fight for her because I established earlier that he doesn't have any skills, so he just gets his ass beat and watches them kill her. That's how that goes. It's tragic and it sucks, and you're like, oh, that's very unpleasant. But it's not like he fought for her in the real world at any point. He just died next to her, basically. And then like Kronos, as the EMT says, oh, he fought very hard to stay with you, or some like throwaway romantic line that was like, no, he didn't, because he wasn't here. He didn't fight for you here, and he fought for you in this weird other world, but only after it was so convoluted.
The whole point of her coming back to life, that made no sense, because that was never the point of the story. You're just avenging your deaths. Like, no one ever said you get to come back and hang around and like see. How
about
your
Damon? I'll stop you. How about the point of this story, The Crow, that they set up was to give her soul rest, and they get rid of that idea too. The idea was like her soul's being sucked into the terrible depths of hell. You can bring it back here to purgatory. He never said he'd save her life. So it's like, well, what? Like, they're not even going with their own logic.
It's like the what was the show, Newhart or whatever, where like the ending, or there was some show like this.
In the ending, he just woke up. Yeah,
he woke up and it was just a dream the entire time. And everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Like, you just ruined the whole point of the show. Like, it was just a dream the entire time. In this one, they literally roll back time, because when she wakes up, it's right after she's been murdered.